All right, racket number 2. Realtor.com just came out with 2023 predictions for the housing market. And we're going to go through. So in the comments, I'd love to hear your opinion on what will be the hottest housing market in 2023. We're going to run down Realtor.com's list. These are their predictions based off of their study. And we'll go over each market, which is forecasted to see growth. And I'd love in the comments your predictions for markets that will actually see growth in 2023. We know real estate's a local game, Nicole, and some markets are going to grow while others may decline. We're seeing some of the major, cities like a Phoenix that is declining right now. These cities, these towns, small cities, whatever you want to call them, that Realtor.com has identified are not big major cities. We're going to run down the list in just a second, but they're projecting home growth in all of these cities. Realtor.com's top 10 markets, home sales are forecasted to grow by 5.2% year over year in 2022, and home prices are expected to increase by 7.3%. Compare this to data across the U.S., which forecasts a 14.1% decline in home sales, that's closings, and a 5.4% increase in home prices. There's a whole bunch of forecasters that would dispute that number and say prices are actually going to decline. But here we go. Let's get into the list. Ranked in order, Realtor.com. Ranked in order, Nicole. This is going to bring,
I love it.
This is going to bring, butterflies and music to your ears here. This number 1. Okay.
Well, I don't know that Connecticut's ever been number 1 in anything before. So
ranked in order, top 10 housing markets are number 1, Hartford-West Hartford et al. So I guess they're saying all of Hartford.
Yeah. Well, and they're saying West Hartford. I don't know if that includes East Hartford, but et al. Would assume that it means East Hartford too.
But they're referencing affordability here. This is a BAM article. We'll link it up. They're referencing affordability. You and I know, there's certain pockets of Hartford that you could consider really affordable right now against the national median average, but West Hartford might not be one of them.
Not all of them.
All right,
but
so
there are some areas of West Hartford.
23 home sales change 0.6.5%. So they're saying more sales in 23 for Hartford, West Hartford. Good thing we've made some investments there, Nicole. Forecasted 2023 home price change 8.5%. Okay, so the other on the list, El Paso, Texas. If you're from Texas, love to know in the comments do you agree with El Paso. Louisville et al., Kentucky. Okay, so I guess the surrounding area of Louisville, number 3. Worcester, Mass. A lot of people would read that Worcester.
It's Worcester.
It's Worcester, Nicole. Little fun fact for the kids out there in the West and the South. When you see Worcester, Mass, that's Worcester. Okay. They're coming in at number 4. Buffalo. You want to pronounce the next part?
No.
Buffalo?
Please, I leave that always to you.
Cheektowaga.
There it is.
Okay. So Buffalo, New York area, number 5. Augusta County in Georgia, little Masters tournament area. If you're a golf fan, you know what I'm saying. Green jacket. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Columbia, South Carolina. These are not enormous cities. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Shout out to the Edgerton team down there.
There you go.
And then Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio just came to. Have you ever heard of Toledo, Ohio?
I have heard of Toledo, yes.
Just came on my radar this past week. Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
One Bite Pizza review.
He went over to Toledo?
My dad sent it to me for some reason. Every once in a while, my dad will send me a random Facebook message.
Interesting. I think most parents do. My parents do too.
It's so.
And I feel bad because every time I look, I've never responded to any of them, but they still think that it's a necessary communication place. Yeah.
He just sends me this random pizza review he loves the pizza reviews from Dave Portnoy, Barstool Sports, obviously. And Portnoy was in Toledo, Ohio, college town. He says, best college pizza of all time. Little fun fact about best college town pizza.
So what does your father want you to do with that? Just know that if you're ever in Toledo.
My dad's like the biggest pizza fan of all time. I don't understand it. He lives in the wrong place
He definitely lives in the wrong place. So I should ship some down to him.
So there's a complete list of the top 100 markets. We've got that linked up in the BAM article. I thought what was interesting, Realtor.com is predicting that these smaller cities, these sub-city, not the big, huge cities in each state.
Yeah.
The smaller cities are going to be the ones that have the growth in 2023. Love to know your thoughts if you agree. Let us know in the comments below. Hey guys, appreciate you checking out this episode of The Real Word. If you want the full episode, go over to the Broke Agent YouTube. That's where we're hosting the full podcast. If you want to continue to see the segments broken out and the short clips, stay right here on The Real Word YouTube.